Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching The Sting by George Roy Hill, starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford. I am familiar with Hill's work as I've reviewed one of his films on the channel, his most famous one, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a classic. Also starring Newman and Redford. What a coincidence. I learned that George Roy Hill, he's a very character-driven director after watching Butch Cassidy, and I know very little about this movie, The Sting. It's about a swindler seeking revenge and somehow the FBI gets involved. I'm not too sure. I don't know who's playing the swindler here. I hope it's Paul Newman because I'm a big fan of his work. I heard that this movie got nominated for a bunch of Oscars, although I'm not sure whether it won any. If you have any other recommendations starring Newman or any movie directed by George Roy Hill that I should review on the channel, please leave it in the comments below. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 200 movies. 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below. Please consider being a Patreon. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. The Sting, Hill, Newman, Redford. Let's go. Dude, Robert Shaw is also in this. Not only Newman and Redford. And also, this is a very famous piece of music. The Players. Oh wow. And it has cue cards. September 1936. Oh. It's a period piece. So I'm guessing this was just after the Great Depression.
Oh, well, believe me, the man's gonna be real happy. Looks like we cleared over 10 grand this week.
We cleared 22 here.
Oh, what the hell? You got the whole Chicago South Side. How do you expect to eat lousy spots I got to compete with that?
It is a betting house.
Take this up to Chicago on the 4:15.
I wonder what they're betting on though. Robert Redford.
Stop that man! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him!
Oh.
I'll get you someday for this! Sucker egg! Don't let him get away, he's got my wallet!
They gave him till 4 to come up with the cash. They don't get it. I'm dead.
He's a runner for the mob?
How about you? All you got to do is to put it in the dough slot. I'll give you the whole 100. There's $5,000 there.
$5,000 in 1936.
Okay, old man, I'll make your drop for you. And don't worry, you can trust me.
Can we trust him though?
You got any more? Better give it all to me if you want to keep it.
My wife got sick and I had to pay the bill. I wasn't holding out on him.
Stuff it down
I
your
always
pants
been good
here.
for the money before,
Like
but
that.
this
Got
time
it?
they gave me a deadline.
Yeah.
Hurry, will you?
Ain't a tough guy in the world that's gonna frisk you there.
Something's about to go wrong, right? It has to.
Where to?
Which way's Mason?
20 blocks south.
Okay, go north. Joliet Station. Fast.
Oh no, I knew it. He's running with the money.
I just made the world's easiest $5 grand.
But Redford's character switched it. Nice! And they were in on it together. They're friends.
We're millionaires.
Jesus, did you know it's that loaded?
Hell no, I just cut into him. I would have settled for pawning one of them shoes.
Nice. Putting that aside for a second, I'm loving these sets. They really look like they're from 1930s. And the music is very, again, very old-timey. Almost comical if you ask me.
I can't. I got a 10 o'clock show. I need the $5.
I'll spend 50 on you.
Can't make it in, you get down.
3 grand on the rent, Jimmy.
$3,000. Oh no, he's a gambler and he's going to lose it all and he's going to get into more trouble.
Tough luck, kid.
Ah, and he got played.
Thanks for the big evening, hooker. Next time you want to spend $50 on me, mail it.
Ouch.
He lost it to a couple of con artists on his way out of the spot.
Oh.
How much?
11,000.
$11,000. Whose money did they steal?
One of our runners got hit for 11 grand.
Dude, that's Robert Shaw.
The story with the tipster. It was cleaned by 2 grifters.
It was his money.
Have some local people take care of them. Nothing fancy. You gotta discourage this kind of thing.
Shaw can play a good villain, so Obviously, he sent some people to try and get his money back.
Luther said you was something to see today.
Okay, it's Luther's family.
Luther, looking on the baby from time to time, will you?
There's your cut.
Oh, okay. So he's paying them their share.
How much did you?
He knows. Luther knows him so well.
All of it. In one goddamn night?
You think my play is bad?
I think you're the best.
But he can't hold on to whatever he stole, ever.
I wouldn't be getting out otherwise.
He's planning to retire.
We just took off today in the biggest score we've ever had.
It's nothing compared to what you could be making on the big con.
What's this big con?
I got an old friend in Chicago named Henry Gondorf.
Gondorf, that's Newman's character.
He'll teach you all you gotta know.
Hell with that.
That's the way I want it.
Yeah, I understand. He is getting too old for this crap.
Hey, hooker!
What's the matter? Things a little slow down at the bunko department tonight, huh?
Oh, it's the cops.
Go find yourself a shoplifter to roll.
A corrupt cop.
You and Coleman played the switch for him and blew him off to a cab on 49th. I want two, no matter what it was.
My take was only one.
And you're gonna have to come up with another grand somewhere.
He needs to get out of here fast.
Stuff I gave him is counterfeit. They'll spot it the first place he tries to spend it.
Oh no, that's crazy.
You're committing suicide, kid.
Christ, what difference does it make? If Snyder knows about it, so does everybody else. He never gets anything first. Damn, there's no answer at Luther's.
Oh man, Snyder's already going to Luther's to get a cut from his money. I have a bad feeling about Luther. They killed him. He probably refused to give them the money and they killed him. He was beaten.
Jesus.
Narratively, I think this is very smart because it gives Hooker's character a lot of personal motivation to almost seek revenge, maybe? The setup. Another cue card. I love the paintings in the background. 1930s America. It had such a unique look.
I'm looking for a guy named Henry Gondorf. You know him?
No?
Luther Coleman sent me.
Are you Hooker?
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet Henry's character. Redford and Newman, they have excellent on-screen chemistry. He and I, we both have the same reaction.
Luther said I could learn something from you. I already know how to drink.
Luther didn't tell me you had a big mouth.
You didn't tell me you was a screw-up either.
How about the other one?
They're still looking for him.
I want to play for Lonigan. You know anything about the guy?
Yeah, he croaked Luther. Anything else I gotta know?
Yeah, narratively, it's very interesting because he has a personal vendetta against Lonigan.
Can't do it alone, you know.
You're scared of him.
Right down to my socks, Buster.
Well, obviously.
You're gonna go for him.
Just don't want a hothead looking to get even coming back halfway through saying it ain't enough.
He does have a plan.
Luther said you learn fast. I hope he's right.
I love these transitions, and the music really sets the scene and the mood. That's quite the haircut. I just realized that this is literally a montage scene of him getting prepared, but it's a slower paced one. So it's interesting to see a completely different type of montage. Oh, they're recruiting. They're recruiting more players for this big con.
These are two of Combs' favorite torpedoes, Riley and Cole. You ever seen them?
Lonigan's hitman?
His pattern has been to get close to a racket boss, learn the operation, then move in on it.
So far, I'm really enjoying the film, except for one thing, the fact that there are so many names or players to remember.
The croupier at Gilman says he never plays anything he can't win.
Does he do anything where he's not alone?
Just poker. And he cheats. Pretty good at it, too.
That sounds good, JJ.
The hook is the train.
I'm not sure we can get it all done by Saturday.
Got to. Randolph's riding them out down from New York in the Century.
So they're scouting a place.
Well, I'll need a corner room facing this way. How much a week?
Only rents by the month.
Hey, here's a friendly poker game in this train. You know anything about it?
Oh, little.
Thank you, son.
Hey, you get me in that game?
See what I can do.
He's going to play. But if they want to swindle on the train, why were they looking at an empty property and trying to set it up? Snyder.
No, I never saw him before. He's a dick, though. You see him. You tell him he better pay up before I get to him. If this thing blows up, the feds will be the least of our problems.
Right. Lanigan. He'll be the real issue.
He usually plays with a tally-ho fan or a tally-ho circle. I got you one of each.
The only poker game I really understand and I love is Texas Hold'em. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to play Hold'em here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't mention it, Mom.
What did she swipe? Okay, it's a wallet.
Must be 15, 20 grand here.
So he's gambling with stolen money. And he has extra decks, so he can cheat.
Seems like a pleasant man. A lot of cash on him. $200 suit, expensive luggage.
What are you doing?
He's trying to appear drunk.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I was taking a crap.
He's putting on a real character.
Hey, that'd be real nice of you, Mr. Lonergan. Lonergan.
Dude! Newman is putting on a real performance in this scene.
I'm raised 500. Jack's on top. 3 10s.
He won!
Tough luck, Rohan.
You, played for any particular mobs?
No. Luther Coleman was a friend of mine, and I thought maybe...
You're still auditioning.
I'll bet 3.
I think he just switched the cards.
All red, queen high. They wouldn't let you in here if you weren't a chump. I'm gonna bust that bastard bookie in one play.
Oh, 4 threes. That's a winning hand right there. 4 nines. Oh no.
Give me $10,000 more.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
4 9s.
He has 4 threes. As far as we know, unless he switched something.
4 jacks.
Brilliant.
When you come to a game like this, you bring your money. I'll send a boy around to your room in 5 minutes. You better have the money or it's going to be all around Chicago that you're welched.
I can tell you, it's a hard act to follow.
How'd it go?
You got working money.
We can't let him get away with that.
What was I supposed to do? Call him for cheating better than me in front of the others?
That's exactly what you probably should have done. And ended him.
Your boss is quite a card player, Mr. Kelly. How does he do it?
He cheats.
Oh?
Shaw's been planning to beat your game for months. He's just been waiting for you to cheat him so he could clip you.
He's obviously not betraying them. It's layered display.
There's better ways of taking him down.
He's going to appear to betray him. Brilliant.
I want to take over his operation, and I need you to help me break him.
That's a pretty good motivation.
Yeah, but he's expecting
I'm giving you a lift home.
That's what they mean by the big con. They're not after 10, 15, 20,000. They want real big money. But so far, it's all going according to plan, I think.
I'll supply the money, I'll supply the information.
What about the money you come to collect? Isn't he gonna miss it?
I tell him you paid it. I keep his books, he trusts me.
And I'm starting to understand why they were preparing that gambling room in that other scene. Somebody's... Holy crap. Were those Lonigan's men?
There was no way he could have known we was in that room. Somebody must have wised him up.
A guy's gonna call on that phone there and give you the name of a horse. All you gotta do is take this $2,000 across the street and down the alley to Shaw's place and bet it on that pony. But don't take too much time. We've only got 3 or 4 minutes after you get the call.
In the 4th race at Narragansett.
And they got off at 23. And we'll have the
Look at that. This place actually looks legit.
Beefsteak 7, Boat Boy 6, Kerry Patch.
Man, Robert Shaw is so good.
I think you get tired of losing, Kerrigan.
He's still as smug as ever.
Make sure you see the cash, Eddie. He's got a name for betting money he doesn't have.
Come on, Chancellor!
And now it's Lady High Gloss and Blue
Oh
Note.
man,
They're head to head.
everybody here is a player.
Wins it by a nose.
Blue Note
Lady
won.
High Gloss is second by 3, and Chancing is third by 1.
Run those bums out of here.
15 and Feralda 20.
Mr. Shaw, could I...
Don't give me any of your lip, kid.
Nice. They're really in their characters.
That's it, fellas.
But this was just a test run.
I want to repeat
All
that,
right,
ladies and...
JJ.
It was a fake race.
I got a partner downtown. Now, race results from all over the country come in there and go right across his desk to the bookies. Now, all he does is hold him up for a couple of minutes till he can call us.
And that also makes sense.
Well, I got to talk to my partner first. We can't afford to expose too much.
I'll talk to him myself.
No.
So who's going to be playing the partner here? Again with that old-timey music. And almost physical humor here. So unexpected.
Why'd you move out of your room?
It was too noisy.
No, it wasn't.
You can't play your friends like Mark's hooker.
Take that advice, my friend. The Wire. So The Wire is a literal wire of information. This old school music is really growing on me.
Hey, where's June?
She quit. I filled in for a couple of days.
Keep it.
Thanks.
Got a work order here for a painting job.
For Mr. Harmon's office?
That's right, ma'am.
Well, hold on just a sec.
Plan is to take over this Western Union and pose as Mr. Harmon, I think. Smart, because they only had less than a day to set it up.
All right, how long will you be?
Oh, an hour or two at the most. A small job.
And of course they're wearing suits underneath. That's what they mean by a big con. So many different variables have to go right.
Hi, Les. Could we,
What did you bring him here for? Kelly,
That'd be a
we
good
could talk
idea
at
for
the
him to
club.
see the operation.
Kelly, I'm having the place painted. We can't talk in here now.
Oh.
If it works again tomorrow, I'll finance the whole thing. $500,000.
FBI.
Oh.
Special Agent Polk would like a few words with you.
I'd be scared if I were him.
This section here.
Is this a setup somehow?
Let's break it into two sections. We've been told you know a hustle artist named Johnny Hooker. You know him or don't you?
Yeah, but I don't know where he is.
He's chumming around with a big C named Henry Gondor.
Dude, they know.
All we want you to do is pick up Hooker for us.
Why don't you pick him up yourself?
Don't crack wise with me, flatfoot.
It's the FBI, man. They don't mess around. The Shutout. This piece of music is the backbone of this movie.
It's 5.5 furlongs. They're at the post.
Now.
Flag is up.
6
And
race to
they're off.
Belmont, 15 pounds.
Chief Yeoman
We can't take any
takes the
bets once the
lead,
race is
followed by
started.
Wrecking Crew wins it by 6 lengths. Black Mischief is second by a head.
Oh, the prediction was right.
I'll have $500,000 here by post time tomorrow.
Oh, man.
We'll lay it on the first race where the odds are 4 to 1 or better. Make sure I get to the window this time.
My man is being played, and he has no idea.
Look, do me a favor. Go into the bathroom, open the window, and wait there.
That might be the black gloved dude who was after Hooker, not Kelly. But no glove, though. Oh, no.
Salino. Hey, I wasn't...
Salino, I remember that name.
Gotcha, Hooker!
So, Snyder's taking Hooker to the FBI. Dude, this script is so complicated. But it's a good thing. It's actually making me use my brain.
You ain't got nothing on me.
How about counterfeiting?
Right, he did pass Snyder fake money.
All you've got to do is tell us when he's going to play his chum. We might even provide you with a little company on your way up the river. That wife of Luther Coleman, Snyder. What was her name?
Alva.
Alva.
Oh,
I said Alva Coleman.
hitting him where it hurts. He's not gonna give in, or he's going to play them somehow. Absolute silence in the scene. No music, I mean.
You wait till the chump is played.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask you to do this, you know, if it weren't for Luther.
Revenge is for suckers.
That's actually sound advice. Revenge only brings more trouble.
Looks like he missed you. And you expect me to come out, just like that.
If I expected something, I wouldn't still be standing here in the hall.
Why dedicate an entire scene to this unless it's important somehow? Oh, it's the black glove dude. She's gone? Was that waitress lady working with the black glove dude? Oh, I don't think I recognize this face. They're heading to Shaw's place.
Poke, this is Hooker. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe he's giving them false information for escaping. There she is. Oh!
She was gonna kill you, kid.
Oh!
Her name's Loretta Salino.
She's Salino? She's the hitman? Wow, what a misdirection.
Gondorf asked me to look
Yup,
after you.
Henry. He knows everything. That's what you get for keeping secrets, Hooker. You're saved by your guardian angel.
Third race at Riverside Park.
$500,000 to win.
Oh.
Bet like that could break us.
Not only are you a cheat, you're a gutless cheat as well.
Ouch. I almost feel bad for Lonigan.
I'm a dreamer by one, followed by
Sorry, but you couldn't wait. Everything going all right?
I put it all on Lucky Dan.
That horse is gonna run second.
I'm a dreamer.
There's been a mistake. Give me my money back. All right, everybody, FBI.
And the FBI is here.
Okay, kid, you can go.
All right, I said hands up. Keep them up.
Dude, what's the play? Oh!
Get him out.
Get him out! Come on.
Right.
Gotta get you out of here.
How does it work out though?
Come on. But my money's in there.
There's a couple of dead guys in there, too. You can't get mixed up in that.
Come on. Make it make sense.
He's gone.
Oh, it's fake. Oh man.
Okay, Henry. All clear.
Oh man. I mean, I had my suspicions a little, but it was so elaborate that I couldn't put the pieces together myself until the reveal. Damn.
You should have seen the rag he lit under Lonigan. Take this place apart fast. You can pick up your splits from Eddie and Boudreaux's tonight. Hey.
And nobody's coming after them because they think they're dead.
You're not gonna stick around for your share? Nah, I'd only blow it.
Wow. So that means he's not in it for the money, he's in it for the game. What an interesting character. This was a fantastic film. It was con on top of con on top of con, layered. It was great. I love this movie. Can't believe I've never watched it before, and I barely heard of it. Thank you for the recommendation, guys. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, what a film. What a complex narrative. This is an all-time classic, in my opinion. I can see where films like Ocean's 11 took its inspiration from. I don't think I'd call this a straight-up heist film because there was no traditional heist here. It had drama, high stakes, deception, misdirection, and elements of thriller. All this packaged into a very old-timey feel, like the music and the use of cue cards. I feel like that really elevated the feel of the movie here. Brilliant work, as usual, from George Roy Hill and the rest of the star-studded cast. The other strengths of the movie included the cinematography, the editing, score, the script itself, and of course, the fantastic performances. The only slight weakness I found was the fact that there were way too many names to remember. I did have some trouble recalling them at the right times, but I also feel like this might have been intentional by the director here. He wanted to keep us in a state of almost confusion till the final reveal at the end, which was great. Let's start with the directing by George Roy Hill and the script by David S. Ward. I don't think there's a point recapping the entire plot here because I'd be doing it a disservice, a horrible job. It was very complex. Anyways, I do believe that I did understand most of it. This kind of movie really deserves a second watch to see if the writer or director left any clues for us to find. The good thing is that even if there were any clues, they were very well hidden because I believe I was trying to be perceptive and trying to figure it all out, but still couldn't. Two reveals in the movie really caught me off guard. The first one was the assassin who was meant to kill Hooker, sent by Lanigan. It was heavily implied that it was the black-gloved man, but when the assassin Salino was revealed to be the waitress, holy crap, was that a surprise. They hit that so well. The second reveal was the final scene itself, the fact that the FBI was fake. They were all players. This reveal, this payoff was so worth the wait. It was worth the build-up. I mean, I did expect them to get away with it at the end, but I did not see that coming. Not only did they get away with it, nobody will come after them because Lanigan, he thinks that they're dead. He saw them shot in front of his eyes. Amazing misdirection by the writer. I think this might have been one of the best scripts I've seen in a while. Not a loose end in sight. One more sequence I wanted to touch on was the train scene where they set up the mark. Lanigan here. Paul Newman's performance was just sublime in that scene and in the entire movie. How he transformed into a brash, fast-talking bookie who swindled Lanigan with his own money. Anyways, please do recommend some more Paul Newman films. He's really becoming one of my favorites. I'd love to see more of his work. Robert Redford's performance was also award-worthy. I think he played a complex character, maybe the most complex, who was on the run from multiple parties. But Robert Shaw as Lanigan, he was my favorite. I don't know why, but whenever Robert Shaw is on screen, he has your attention. He had an accent here, I believe it was Irish, but he was very good at it. I think Robert Shaw's piercing eyes and menacing look here really sold his role as the antagonist. He was perfect. No complaints in the directing, writing, and acting departments. The cinematography was also great. I love the idea of cue cards to set the story up and almost give the audience some much needed anchor points like bookmarks, so they can use it to understand the unfolding narrative. Introducing so many players at the beginning with those names and roles, it was a little jarring for me though. I almost felt like I was being pressured to remember all these names, but I also, again, I think it was intentional by the director to throw us off. The editing overall was also very good. And one scene in particular comes to mind, which I feel was excellently edited. It was the montage scene where Henry was recruiting the players, and it had that old-timey music. And speaking of the music, the score was excellent. Although it wasn't original, I've heard a lot of these tunes before, it doesn't matter because, I mean, what does matter is that it suited the tone of the movie perfectly. When I first heard the score, I was a little apprehensive. I was a little concerned that, I don't know, it's a very old-timey music for a almost thriller film, but it really won me over by the end. It reminded me of those silent era movies from the 20s or 30s, maybe like a Chaplin film, for example. Apart from these old-timey tunes, not much music was used in the rest of the movie, and I think that really did add to the drama and tension. Great job at the production end too. As I've already talked about my only criticism, overall, The Sting was an all-time classic. Not quite a thriller, not quite a drama, but it had elements of almost everything, including comedy in some scenes. George Roy Hill's great direction was only superseded by a fantastic and layered script. The film had amazing performances from Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Robert Shaw, a memorable score, but most impressively, the unexpected twists and turns that you never see coming. This is an easy recommendation, and I'll definitely be rewatching this movie. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page consuming a Patreon. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.